Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordamt. We are back to continue our playthrough of Pillars of Eternity with the Triple Crown difficulty settings. So, we are currently undergoing the Wailing Banshee quest. And I was thinking in the previous episode if by talking to the pirate captain, if there was gonna be a fight nonetheless or not. But reading the summary here of the quest, it says the Banshee shouldn't be a problem anymore. So I'm guessing we solve this quest the non-violent way.
Alright then.
I still want to go up there and see if I can find the pirate captain talking to the Banshee. Or, I don't know, whatever happened. Is the place empty? Does the Banshee, I don't know, fall in love with the captain again? I don't remember what happens. So I gotta check it out. I was kind of hoping for a fight anyway. Ah, okay. Yeah, I was kind of hoping for the fight because the fight is difficult. So, you know, it's a challenging fight to see. And I kind of wanted to show it off. But I did not remember that this would be like a totally peaceful route. Well, still, this is a way you can do the quest without having to fight the Banshee. Because if you fight the Banshee, she's gonna spawn a bunch of phantoms and shades and all that crap around your party, and it can be a very difficult fight, especially if you come to this area early on in the game, which is very easy to do. Because you're just exploring Defiance Bay, you say, oh, why not explore Ondra's gift, why not explore the lighthouse, and then all of a sudden your entire party is dead. So, Nia.
How do you do?
How do you do? You'll never guess what happened, Nia points to the lighthouse. I was keeping an eye out for you, and who strolls down the dock but Merwith herself? You should have seen the stares she got. But she walks right into the lighthouse, never a word to anyone. And just when I'm sure she's met some awful fate in there, she strolls right out, still saying nothing to nobody. Now I'm hearing all sorts of rumors about Merwith and the last lighthouse keeper. She shakes her head. I don't know what to believe, but everyone else around here is convinced the place is safe again. I've even got a construction crew ready to start work. And we got 1,000 copper. We gave her the evacuation notice as well as the logbook because we no longer need them. And we do get a fair bit of experience here. She takes a deep breath, a big contented smile on her face. And I know I've got you to thank. Here, this is for you. Come back when the renovations are done. I've got big plans for this place. Okay. So we have completed the quest, the Wailing Banshee. I convinced Merwith to visit the Banshee. Now that the angry spirit is at rest, Nia can resume her renovations. I'm not actually sure if we get to see the place finished. But I think we do. Oh yeah, we do, okay. That was very quick. Ooh, botanical garden construction complete. I was also waiting for this one, nice. Okay, our stronghold is improving day by day. So what else do I want now? Lore bonus. Employ hirelings to defend your stronghold during attacks, because the stronghold can get attacked, that's true. Dungeons, we can take prisoners. Merchant stalls. I think I want the mechanics bonus because at times I do need this. Ooh, or I can just go for extra prestige here. And it does give me resolve, which is also good. Athletics. A sense of semblance of order, the keep. This is cool, but it's just aesthetic, I think. And there's a laboratory. And we repair the pool. Okay, so these are the minor ones. I'm gonna go for the one that gives me 4 prestige as well as the resolve bonus. And let's talk to Nia. Hello! How do you like what I've done with the place? She dusts her hands on her clothing. The rooms are still under construction, but I can get you food and drink if you'd like. Sure, let's see what you've got. Oh man, she also has dragon food. And she also has the fishy... Ooh, what is this? Oh, the farmer's... I don't have this. Take it. I want all of the eggs and bacon you have. We have cheese, milk, fruit. And I think I have probably enough beef and fish. You can never have enough food, but I think I can't stop myself. I can't stop it. I'm sorry, but I have to do it. Okay, so we got some supplies. I'm gonna start storing these because we have too many. So we have fishy and fishy and fishy. Okay, so we can put this away. We have a lot of meat as well. Ale. No, ale, I think we actually have the amount I want to have here. Yeah, okay, seems good to me. What else do we have? Oh. Those lost in the flood. Okay. So it's just like a record of people who died in the flood. I can take it. And anything else over here? And none of this is considered stealing, which is cool. We got an egg and some sugar. We can make a cake. Okay, and this upper part, she told me she is still in renovations, but let's see if something changed. Okay, they are in fact renovating the place. Nothing else has changed here. And I don't expect anything else to be new on the upper floor, but I'll just check it out anyway. No, okay, they are just building away. Okay. So we're gonna go down, and I have my eye set on another task, which is kind of in the direction of the Deerford village, or at least around that area, which I believe is the task called the nest egg. I didn't want to do it right when we got it, because at that point we were very underleveled. I mean, I'm not sure if we were underleveled, but I prefer to have a little bit more fighting power before going for it. And it's, yeah, this one, nest egg. So this is the alchemist in Deerford village. We haven't been there in a while, so I might need to refresh my memory as to what these are. But this is just a lady, an alchemist in Deerford. She has asked her to get some fresh ingredients for her potions. And in this case, she wants drake eggs. And for our quests, I think really the only thing that I can do, or I want to do, is probably the Child of Five Sons, which is just to take Palagina and bring her over here and see if anything advances. Then we have the Hermit. Nothing really interesting just yet. And we have the Undying Heritage, which is to go back to Heritage Hill. And that one we can also do.
Of course.
I'm thinking maybe I should actually do that one before I go all the way out into the Deerford area. Yeah, because the drake eggs I think are like around this area. And Heritage Hill is right here, so I think it would be kind of silly to go around. Okay, let's go there. Another part of our main quest to take care of. It's a cool quest. We've actually met somebody important for this quest already, but at the time I did not remember why we knew her name. A messenger from Defiance Bay has arrived at Kednua. Okay, I'm gonna have to see what that is. But I think we have time. Or actually I can check, right? Okay, it doesn't seem to be timed, so I'll just do my thing here. And this is the lady we spoke to before, and my character knew her name, but there was really no reason for me to know her name, which was kind of strange, right? And I'm not even sure if I should know her name already. The acolyte showed me a vision of an ancient tower in the derelict district in Defiance Bay. There was a strange man in the tower working on some kind of machine. I also saw a woman with a scar over her heart. Ah, that's it. That's it. This is her. I don't know where she is, but I suspect that she holds the key to whatever happened there. Okay, so let's see if we can get some extra information here.
You return. What if you come seeking this time?
Ah, now this is better. I saw you in a vision. There's something you need to do for me.
Believe me, I've heard that line before.
Oh, have you?
It's rude to stare, you know. Don't worry. I've no mind to start anything with you. After all, I've stayed in such good shape by choosing my meals carefully.
Yes, I know. So she eats people. But in any case, how can we advance
A survivor. By the grace
the
of
quest
my own temple,
here?
An incredible act of animancy. Of a magnitude...
I'm just checking if any of these options lead into different dialogue options, but I don't think it does. Okay, so I'm gonna get going, but I'm going to explore the house this time. This is something we did not do the last time we were here, as can be seen by the fog of war. Any traps? No traps.
It's finished.
Okay,
I'll see it done.
we can lockpick this.
Finished.
And here we find some prisoners. Very interesting, right? Oh. Grants restore light endurance plus 1 perception. This is not bad. This is not bad. Okay. Something or someone snapped this candelabra in two. You're not one of Ikansa's servants? Please, you've got to get us out of here before she feeds on us. What happened to you? We're just groundskeepers. When the district fell into chaos, Ikanta took us in, said we'd be safe until the knights got things under control. Instead, she locked us in here. Every week one of those monsters who serves her comes in and takes one of us away. I don't know what she's doing, but sometimes we can hear the screams. Please, get us out of here. The way to the district exit should be safe. Go now. Thank you. We'll never forget this. Yeah, I'm not about to let the evil lady eat these people. I'm not playing as an evil person. But if you are, you can feed them to her. Or even worse. Okay, so do I have a new dialogue option now?
You return.
Aha.
What if you come seeking this time?
I came across a group of people in the back room. She clucks. I hope you didn't disturb them. Rounding them up is quite a chore. Okay, so yeah, nothing to do here. Let's just continue. But something I wanted to mention. If you guys remember, a long while back, when we first came into Heritage Hill, we saved a child, if you guys remember. The daughter of the Valtas. She was hiding in the Valtas mausoleum. One thing you can do, instead of saving her, you can tell her to go to Ikantas' house, where it's safe, and then you are pretty much just feeding the child to Ikanta. It's kind of messed up, but also quite cool. It's a very nice evil,
They shall see nothing.
you know, evil option. Just searching for traps and stuff.
I
And
see something.
oh, and you see, it's worth it. Scroll of Tanglefoot. And this is where we fought a large horde of undead. But we did not actually go in. Okay. It's a very cool drawing. I like the guy. The massive stone door on the tower is sealed, and there doesn't appear to be any way of opening it. Speak the words you learned from the Laden Key Acolyte, because we did learn this in a vision. You hear rumbles and clangs from hidden tumblers as the door unlocks. This is just to say that if you reach this area before you actually get the revelation from the Laden Key Acolyte, you can't just get in. We've gained a reputation with Defiance Bay. I want to check this out because this might also advance the quest of Eder. Nice, we have Hero. And I think I remember there being some evil dudes over here. Yeah. So the ghouls are of no concern. But there are other enemies here which are a bit more concerning. Namely, mages. Because the mages can melt at least my rogue. And I do not appreciate that. Okay, well, in any case, there's no choke point here. So I'm just gonna have to do the best I can and just have Eder and Kana be able to tank the front line here. And just nuke what I can from the back. So Eder, let's see what we can pick up and try to hold them in this region. Okay, so there's the danger. These are kind of whatever. I'm also gonna send Kana in. If this is a single mage, then we are perfectly fine. Okay, you go there. You blast this one. The usual thing. And you blast as well. Or actually, you can cast... Oh no, because I want to deal damage with my scepter. So just nuke them. Let's get a vigorous defense. Okay, oh, there comes the thing I don't like. Okay, let's say screw it to the stealth. And just go for this guy. We have a lot of focus points already, so go stun the wizard. And I'm also gonna get a Holy Radiance as soon as this comes in to damage them all and also heal my party. Here they come. Okay, it wasn't too bad. There we go. Lovely. Silent Scream, dead, everything died.
Yes.
Okay. Honestly, I thought there were gonna be more wizards. Okay, the Dark Ghouls are tanky as ever. Or as always, I mean. There we go. Not a big deal.
Of course.
Ooh, there's another wizard though. I also gotta be careful with traps. A crumpled page from Aldhelm's journal. Day 7. A week of study and we're still none the wiser about this device. Trindig remains optimistic. I don't know what I'd do without his spirit. Okay, Trindig. And Trindig's letter. Dearest mother and father, you will be pleased to hear that I've learned much already since coming to the city. There are many incredible ruins nearby, and Master Greg has allowed me to accompany him on a number of expeditions. I am writing to you from inside an ancient Engwithan tower. There's an entire district built around it, but the locals have mostly left the tower untouched. They have let us set up temporary living quarters here so our work can continue uninterrupted. It is an unsettling place at times, but Master Greg has been a constant comfort. And he is quick to remind me that the things we learn from this tower may one day help us find a cure for Waidwen's legacy. I'd better get some rest now, Mr. Greg likes to get an early start today. All my love, Trindig. Okay, so there was like an apprentice of sorts. And by the way, essence shimmers and pulsates within the strange device. This looks very much like the building or the construction that we found when we started the game, when we got, you know, awakened into a watcher. Oh, these are fighters. They are not... Oh, never mind. There they are. I was gonna say these are fighters, not wizards, but they are wizards in the back. I'm going to attempt to bring them over here, just so this runs a little bit smoother. Okay, so do this. That's fine, we take some damage. There's a mage coming in, vigorous defense. Let's try and blow up the mage. You can just stay here. Okay, do that. Okay, nothing special. Blam. Okay. Let's see if I can stun this guy before he throws out the Minoleta's concussive missiles, as well as the Holy Radiance. Yeah. Well, he's dead. That's fine.
So much.
Not much danger here. There we are.
I shall be
Let's
quiet
see if I
as
can
a
get a
calm
grimoire.
sea,
No grimoire,
which
sadly.
is not very quiet.
I'm waiting for my rogue to keep up so we can check for traps along the way. Patting the scratchy old coverlet thickens the air with dust. No one has used this bed in weeks. Alright.
I see something.
Interesting. Very interesting. There were some enemies here that I saw them. That it's just this? There's a wizard, okay. At this point, this is kind of whatever. This guy is pointing at me. That's fine. Okay, you go for this one, you go for that one. Okay, she melted everything. Go over there, do this, shoot that.
So much
Okay, she cannot reach.
for you.
Simple.
Keeping an eye out.
Okay, bounding missiles, a potion of power, I want it on myself, and a page from Aldhelm's journal. Day 2. We've completed our measurements of the machine, thanks to Trindig's youthful agility. Further examination is required to discover its intended use. Let's take it.
Then.
And let's go to the upper level. See what we find. Okay. Oh. We have a reason to be suspicious here. Let's pull this guy.
Hey,
Come here. Okay, he's coming.
of course.
Okay, so now the idea is... the game we're gonna play is find the wizard. They're mostly coming from this side, so I want it there, and you can come over here. And the rest of us just do whatever. Wow, that was quick. That was also quick. I don't really need pain block, but since he's paralyzed, let's just help out a bit. Painful interdiction. Let's get some damage in with Holy Radiance. Okay. Just shoot. Let's try to knock them down when they come in. Like this. Pew! I love this skill. It's so cool. Okay, everything's working fine. Why aren't you shooting, dude?
Yeah.
Ah, okay, this is Dargul. Not gonna bother with him just yet. Oh, they're all Darguls except this one. Okay, just let my friends play here. Okay, blam blam blam, go over there. Here. Pew!
So much.
We're not.
Okay. Done. Some ghoul flesh. The Dotty Burglar. Yeah, this is a play, right? Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna skip that one.
I see something.
Oh, I like secrets. Scroll of Protection. Minus 50% duration of hostile effect. It's good. Oh, and I got my gloves, right? Yeah. Restore light endurance as well as get some extra perception. On whom would I want extra perception? Probably on Aloth. But at the same time, he's not really the best person to be casting heal. But I'm gonna just give him the buff to perception because his perception is kinda low. And I do need him to hit stuff. Yeah, okay. Perception 13. That's better than nothing. The scroll contains a pen and ink diagram of the other device running through the tower. Despite copious measurements and carefully drawn detail, it gives no indication of the machine's purpose. The Works of the Engwithans, a comprehensive guide. Oh, I like this one. Go for you. The Light of Dawn. It's a play as well, so no thank you. Fireball. And another page from Aldhelm's journal. Day 11. Finally got out of the tower to clear our heads. Beasts take the patrons. We'll finish the study on our own terms, our own time. Just as I said as much to Trindic, the sky came to life with stray lightning. I said it's a good omen, but the poor lad spooked. Only cure for that is a good night's sleep. Okay. Doesn't seem particularly problematic. A couple of revenants. Just mess them up. Oh, you shouldn't have come, my friend. You should not have come. I believe you are dead. Oh, she missed! Grieving mother, how do you do this to me? Try again. Blind. Painful interdiction. Everything. Duran's killed. Just a kill steal right there. Everybody's shooting for half an hour, he comes in and Holy Radiance and kills the guy. Lovely. A folded page from Aldhelm's journal. Day 10. Patrons grow impatient with the lack of quantifiable results. They should drag themselves out of their mansions and spend a few nights here if they think it's so easy. Fair. Ooh, this one looks special. Oh. Sigil of the Arcane. Grants Arcane Dampener. Very nice. This suspends beneficial effects on enemies. And +1 to intellect. I'm not sure who's gonna have this. But maybe myself. Letter from Ikantha. So this is where we would learn her name. Aldhelm. I did indeed receive your recent summons. As well as the 2 that came before it. I'd been waiting for you to present yourself on my doorstep so that I could give you my answer in person. A firm and unwavering no. I won't help you. In fact, I relish the idea of you and your team of glorified engineers sitting in that tower, sweating over the runes I've studied for years. Nothing gives me greater pleasure than knowing that my research, which you've long disparaged, is the missing piece in your mundane little puzzle. As you well know, it's knowledge I've always valued. I'm just around the corner. I encourage you to find me and should you wish to rehash this conversation in person. Yours truly, Ikantha. Let's take it. Very interesting. I think... Oh no, this is stairs up. And what is this then? Oh, these are not stairs up? Oh, they aren't. Okay. Give me the gold. Let's go up.
I shall.
So they were trying to decipher some Engwithan runes. There's Aldhelm. He's a ghoul. Standing near the device feels like being blown about by a storm gale. The stone steps hum with energy. Just, again, looking for secret stuff. Does not appear to be any.
Let's try this configuration. Still nothing. Confounded device.
Okay, he's trying something here. A man hunches over the strange mechanism, his spine a sharp ridge rising from his arched back. He's barely clothed in filthy rags, and the patches of skin you see are mottled green. A spoiled stench emanates from him. Ugh. He's so intent on his work that he doesn't notice you until your shadow falls over him. When he turns and sees you, he snarls and scuttles behind the other pedestal. Only his bare teeth seem to have escaped decay. His eyes are yellowed and bloodshot, but they flicker with intelligence. He averts his gaze and holds a hand in front of his face.
Shouldn't be here. What do you want?
Tell me what happened here.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
He smashes a fist into the other pillar. His hand makes a crunching noise but doesn't bleed.
Forgive me. Forgive me. Research. We came to do research on the tower. Some commission from gods. It hardly matters now.
Alot's lips twist in disgust. If I had a copper skeet for every fool animancer whose thirst for knowledge led to a disaster, well, I never would have ended up in Gilded Vale, that's for sure. Stick to the present. When did the disaster start?
Something happened on our 11th night. Lights in the sky and a static charge in the air. But we were so careful. We were staying in the chambers below. Trindig, my assistant, said he saw a robed figure lurking around the tower. Wore a mask, carried knives at his sides. A trick of shadows, I told him. The next morning we felt strange, like we hadn't eaten in weeks. So dazed that we didn't at first notice the blood around our beds, the strange wounds that had appeared overnight.
That doesn't sound great.
And the machine, this cursed spire, dormant for 2,000 years, lifeless through hundreds of our experiments, and we wake that morning to find it spinning on its own. On its own! How can we stop what we couldn't start?
As exciting as the prospect of a living machine may be, I suspect that, given mention of a machine and a masked figure both, there is another explanation.
Years I've been doing this. Years. I know how these things work, but I don't know how this happened. I know where to go. That's the problem. Their souls are trapped here like flies in a jar, clinging to rotting meat.
Slow down. What does the machine have to do with souls?
No time to slow down. But I can explain. Hold a magnet over iron splinters and they stick. Yes. Rub your hand over weir wool and the hair of your head will follow it. So it is with this machine.
What? It pulls souls, is that it? He looks at you and runs his tongue along the edges of his fine, strong teeth. He quickly looks away.
It has the power to manipulate souls, but why? For what? And how many others lie buried in the ruins of Erglonfath? No. Focus on this one. It's imprisoned our souls in our bodies. Cut the root between essence and flesh. Left a dwindling soul stuck in a shriveling husk.
There was a stranger in the tower the night this happened.
I didn't see him. My assistant, he saw him. We laughed. Said he was spooked by the cemetery. Perhaps it was already too late. I don't know what he did. But by morning the machine was on and we were slain. People were already on the streets, complaining of neighbors and family members acting strangely.
What happened to the rest of your team?
By the time I realized what had happened, the district had already been sealed. So we fed when we needed, and locked ourselves in the tower to work. And then there came a time when the hunger struck,
Yeah.
and there was hardly anyone left.
So they ate themselves? Jesus Christ. You're not like the ghouls in the street.
Not yet. But I will be. My body is dead. My soul, imprisoned in this corpse, only makes it seem otherwise. And as the body decays, so does the mind. Until nothing is left but the hunger. The only way to forestall the process is through a regular infusion of essence. Living flesh is the only ready supply.
Wonderful.
I'm not proud of any of it. Hunting men and women in the early days of the affliction. Picking off soldiers that came to investigate. But I'd do it again. I'll do it as long as I must to end this disaster. You could help. Help me end this. Help me find sustenance.
How exactly can I help?
Not your help I need. It's Heritage shrew. Squanders her research on frivolities, then refuses to make herself useful. Runes. The runes are the last part of the puzzle. Acantha knows them. She gives them to you, and you can turn the machine off. Release our souls.
Wait, runes? The Engwithan runes? She can read them. He speaks of this feat so blandly. Let's talk instead to this harridan cordant. I'd pick her thoughts a time. What? And this last section he's not voiced? She wasn't here the night the machine came on, staying with her patron somewhere near. Too good to be burdened with our ignorant company. I'll get the words from Acantha.
Yes. Acantha. She was here. In the district. Probably here still. Always prepared. Clever lady, that one. And perhaps you'll bring me something. Something to keep me sharp. Then I show you a secret about the machine. Something to make you strong.
He wants something to keep him sharp. He means food. This is an animancer in his natural state, Watcher. Never has he respected the sanctity of the god's creation. Only now he no longer has the cunning to hide it. He should be put down like a sick animal, although not without first putting his spirit to the flames test. Well, let's see our developments in this quest. So the Acolyte showed me a vision of an ancient tower in the derelict district in Vines Bay. There was a strange man in the tower working on some kind of machine. I also saw a woman with a scar, yes. I don't know where she is, okay. The Laden Key was interested in this tower for a reason. I need to understand what it does if I'm to figure out their plans. I need to reread this because I don't want to get lost in the story. I need to speak with Acantha in Heritage Hill. She apparently knows something important about the tower, which may be my key to understanding the Laden Key's objectives. That would explain why the Acolyte was worried about this woman. Aldhelm, the devolving animancer atop the tower, promised to show me a way to strengthen myself if I get the command words from Acantha and a source of sustenance for him. Yeah, I'm not gonna feed you people to get stronger, dude. So I found an ancient machine. Okay. The Acolyte's vision didn't prepare me for what I found here. The whole district is crawling with reanimated corpses. Okay. Okay, not a lot of information here. Okay, well, let's... Oh, we can shortcut. Let's go to the bottom. Let's talk to Acantha and have her tell us what she thinks about this, because she does not like... what's his name? Aldhelm all that much, clearly. But she is apparently able to translate the runes he is trying to work on. But this is something I'm not sure yet. So the machine apparently sucks souls from people, and that's why everybody in the area is now like a mindless ghoul. And we gotta put an end to this and probably release those souls.
You return. What have you come seeking this time?
I need the wards that operate the Engwithan machine in the tower.
That fool Aldhelm. He sent you, didn't he? I can hardly believe he's had the cleverness to survive. That simpleton thinks he can understand how to use something without understanding what it is, or why it is.
You feel a hot core of pride smoldering at the center of her soul.
He dabbles with ancient and powerful devices, with all the finesse of a blacksmith. He sends you here to petition me for aid after years of disparaging my research. I bet he didn't even tell you the tower's name, did he? That's his problem. Always looking for solutions without caring for meaning.
I like all of these options, honestly. The problems in Heritage Hill are bigger than your rivalry, Kantha. Not voiced? What do I care? I prepared myself for an eventuality such as this, and I can assure you those dwindling souls in the streets are beyond caring as well. Her pride burns brighter still. Humble Aldhelm now by demonstrating the value of your research. My silence demonstrates it more succinctly. Your words fan the strange coals at the center of her soul. Tell me the tower's name.
Ter Nuneth. It's called Ter Nuneth. They built the machine atop it to contain souls, hold them in place. But the others I've seen, machines scattered all over the Deerwood, are relays, built to move souls.
Very interesting. Why would the Engwithans have wanted to tether souls like this?
Perhaps they didn't. Perhaps that's why they built no other machines like this one. We now see the Engwithans as masters of soul manipulation, but they couldn't have attained their expertise without copious trial and error. Perhaps this was one such experiment.
Where would they move souls?
Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. The real question, as always, is why? To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck, the way a farmer rotates his fields? To collect them, like butterflies under glass? To melt them down for raw essence? Unfortunately, I don't know.
You seem to know a lot about Ter Noneth.
I read the runes like a journal. I understand their meaning. People like Aldhelm try to read them like instructions, and in so doing, they miss their true meaning completely.
How do you operate the machine atop Ter Noneth?
Back to these tinkers' concerns. And what would you do with these tethered souls if I told you?
She crosses her arms over her unmoving chest. Yeah, both of these options just seem evil. This one seems practical, but evil. This one just seems evil. I'd release them.
So you say. And just what would you release them to? They'd abandon their existence here for another somewhere else, equally aimless and meaningless.
But they wouldn't be stuck there. I could help you, but I won't. The pride lodged in her soul flares up, twisting into the shape of something that rides and squeals within her. Here I have specimens aplenty and time enough to observe them all. It's every scientist's dream. My answer is no. What? But what good is observing all this if you're going to hoard it for yourself? Tell her, Cordant. An entire language at your fingertips and she hides it away. Ooh. So she's being prideful. It's clouding her judgment and it's impeding our progress. We can extinguish it as a watcher. That's very cool. I'm going to try to not manipulate her like this and instead try to talk her into it. The fate of these trapped souls is more important. They're inconsequential. Their existence means nothing. They don't even understand their predicament, which you and I see so clearly. Her pride blazes on. Through them, I'll accomplish more than any of my peers. Hoarding knowledge is pointless. The burning thing roars to life. Nothing is more important. We gather and study, and through it transcend the 1,000 insectoid lives that brought it to us. And who will know about it? The pride thing flickers as the flames around it abate. All I've learned, years of studying the Engwithan language, no one understands it better than me. That counts for something. Knowledge is meaningless unless it's shared. This is true, by the way. A foolish and false sentiment. Knowledge is meaning. It needs no external purpose. Her pride smolders still. But what use is it? Her pride rages inside her. Uses? Why must something so pure be fashioned into a blunt instrument? Your opportunities here are finite. One day that knowledge will die with you. The pride hisses and sputters. It's little more than an ember now. You're wrong, but there's no conviction in her voice. I'll build it forever. I'll cling to it. That will give me something. Teach me what you know. I'll make sure that it grows and your legacy lives on. Your words finally quench your pride, and all that remains is a blackened diamond-hard rock. You cast it away, where it melts into the darkness.
So be it. My studies and efforts shall grow through yours.
I also like the option to extinguish her pride, but I think it's best to just, try and reach her.
These are the words you need.
Her cold, dry fingertips rest on your temples, and you feel her reaching into your mind, forming images from the darkness. Runes flash through your head, but they're no longer just pictures. They have meaning, and you understand them. They are commands. Something triggers in your mind, a distant memory unearthed from a past life long since buried. You can see a vast array of runes, far more than Ikante has shown you, and you know their sound and their meaning and how they fit together. The language of Engwith once more at your command.
Something has awakened in your mind. You understand far more than I ever did. Take this knowledge then, and do what you will with Ter Luneth. Now that you understand its purpose, it will serve you in whatever way you wish.
A speaker of dead tongues now. And so he surpasses 100 frustrated scholars in the matter of a few moments. I don't suppose you could look at a few books for me. I still don't understand why the Engwithans would want to build a machine that tethers souls. Okay, so this is just repeating the same dialogue as before. What do I do with the tower now that I know these words?
Turn it off, I expect. That will be easy now that you can read the runes. The vessels would still roam, but striking them down would return their essence to the cycle. But be careful. That machine controls hundreds of souls, and that volume of essence could easily overload it. Improperly channeling the essence would destroy the machine along with the souls. It would be a terrible loss for posterity.
Okay, so yeah, we don't want to... I mean, she doesn't want to destroy both the machine and the souls. I wouldn't like to destroy the souls. I don't know. Destroying it seems like it might do this place some good. You said the other towers around the Deerwood were constructed to move souls. Why would the Engwithans have wanted to do that? I think this is repeated, but let's see. Another mystery. Hypothetically, anywhere they wished. The real question as always is why. To intermix them the way a player shuffles his deck. Yeah, we read this. Explain how the control words work. Harnessing the power of Tir Noneth is about understanding what it was designed to do. You know the words and their meanings. You can speak them, and the tower shall obey. That's all, thanks. Okay.
Hey.
So we have learned the Engwithan language, which is going to be useful here, and maybe also for the future. So my goal now is I'm going to go back to the tower. as soon as my characters go around. We're gonna go back all the way up to Mr. what's his name? Aldweth? God man, my short-term memory, and especially for names, is horrible. Okay, go there. Let's go to the top. And now, my friends, what we do is leave you all in a cliffhanger. But yeah, it's about time for me to end this episode. I think this conversation can be a little bit lengthy, and I want to have time to properly, you know, go through it and understand what's going on. So this will be the end of this episode, but you can very well expect that at the start of the next one, we're gonna clear out this quest, understand what's going on, and make a decision about this particular machine. As always, thank you so much for being here with me in the channel, watching some Pillars of Eternity. I hope you guys are having fun learning about the story of the game and progressing to the main story. If you have any questions or suggestions, leave a comment below. If you are enjoying the content, consider subscribing. Videos are coming out every single day, and it's also a free and easy way to support the channel. And I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, everyone.